Well, good morning. How are you?
Hi, Ian. How are you doing? I'm doing all
Yeah.
right.
Good. Thank you very much for asking. Has anybody taught you any other Australian words?
I Googled some. No one's taught me anything. I had to Google stuff because I was saying earlier, we had to make a video saying we're coming to Australia. So I said a lot of random things, like thongs or flip-flops, apparently.
Yes, yes.
Um, you say, oh man, a bludger? Don't be a bludger.
But yeah,
That's
as someone who's not working very hard, yeah, or working.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's Google for you. So you probably have like the real ones.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, as you're a singer, one thing that does happen when, especially American bands come to Australia, which you may have picked up on Google as well, is for some weird reason, and I don't know why, but there's a thing called a shoey. Do you know?
Chewy.
Do you know? You don't know
No.
what that is, do you?
Uh-uh.
Hot tip. Don't do it.
A chewy. Is that like when you drink from a beer from a boot?
Yeah, but it
No.
has to be. It's normally it's meant to be your sweaty shoe or boot from stage, and you drink from it. Yeah, but every once in a while
Okay.
you'll get some random who'll throw a shoe on the stage. Don't do it.
Oh gosh, no. Oh God, not a rando's shoe.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
might end up doing it though, because like I wanna, I wanna impress Australia. So I might, you know, in the
Well,
moment I might be like, all right.
well, if you are going to do it on the last show of the tour, because of course you're a singer and you don't want stuff going in your throat that might not be good.
Yeah, I'll definitely get sick.
I'm sure you're oppressors anyway when you actually get here and you go and do your shows on the New Bloom Festival. First time in Australia as well. So
Yes.
apart from obviously the crazy lingo, what else are you looking forward to over here?
I heard that the food is unbelievably fresh, which, maybe in America we just have a lot of preservatives and whatever, but a lot of the feedback I've been hearing is that it's delicious food and we're a food band. So if you're going to eat everything that is offered or like if anyone recommends something, we're going to do it. So I'm very excited to eat. Um, I did mention earlier I was excited to hold a koala.
Yes.
Um, but just I don't really know much about Australia. It's all of our first time going there, so I have a feeling we're gonna see a lot, learn a lot, and I don't know. It's a huge country. We're gonna discover a lot in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to learn that you can't drive from city to city in Australia.
I heard that
Yeah,
that
everything's a flight. It's mental, absolutely mental. There is a lot of organic food and a lot of places like that here, so you will find that along the way. Because last year you went to the UK, and that was the first time you guys had ever been out of America. So like,
yeah.
does it like blow your mind that like you go into all these different places and that Pepsi in the UK
Yes.
is blue? Yes, I looked at your X feed.
I love that. I love that. Um, okay. Well, yes, I'm so excited to just keep going to new countries. It's just cool that music can bring us to these kinds of places. UK was incredible. Like we've discovered Nando, and you guys have Nando
Yes,
too?
we do. Yeah.
Nando?
Nando's, yeah.
You see, either way, it's delicious. But yeah, there's and also the sugar. Sugar is weird in the UK. So I had a Pepsi in the UK and it just was like not the same. But so I'm excited to see that in Australia too. But overall, it's just too much to take in. Like so much is happening. Sweet Pill constantly has new things on the horizon, and like you said, just last year we were in the UK, so now I'm still processing that, and I'm like, okay, now I'm going to Australia. I'm like, who knows what's next? And not only are we going to Australia, we're going to Australia with these insane bands that I look up to, and we're sharing the stage. It's unreal.
That's a good point you make there, because I spoke to Ryan from One Step Closer late last week, and I asked him, like, hey, which bands do you want to catch up with? Which bands do you want to see? And your band got mentioned. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh man. One
He
step
went,
closer we played with them. Every time we played with them, it was like a situation where our sets were too close. Like they were playing and I had to like get ready, or they were coming off and we were going on. So I haven't really fully caught an entire set of theirs, and I'm also very excited for that.
nice. Is there anybody else on that festival that you're looking forward to see?
I have seen everyone except Drain, and I know Drain's gonna be wild. So I'm very excited. I mean, I'm a huge Basement fan,
Yeah.
uh, Balance and Composure fan. Glitter came to my college when I was younger. It's just people throughout my life that I like have gone to see shows. Like now I'm on the other side with them. So I'm excited to see them, but I've seen them already so many times. So it's
You're
cool.
on the other side of the world. So a little sprinkle on top.
That's what I mean. There's so much to take in. There's so much to like. I can't believe it. I keep reminding myself that I'm leaving in a few weeks. I'm like, whoa, all right. Because we just did something in the Wayfest in Boston. And that
Mhm.
was like a star-studded lineup too. And I just finished processing that.
You, I mean, you guys are as well. I mean, you're quite uh, prolific in the output that you do musically as well. So it's not all stars and rainbows. Um, there's the hard work that's behind it as well. I mean, you've just released. I don't know if technically it's your third or your fourth EP, because I'm not sure if you count the Audio Tree one, but you just released
Ah,
Unraveled, and then last year there was Star Child, and this came on the back of an album as well in 2022. Like, do you
yes.
just like are you guys just get in the zone creatively continually? Like you get inspired by everything?
Yeah, I mean, you know, to backtrack even with the last question, we have constantly been touring. We have constantly, since the release of Where the Heart Is, we have since 2022 been on the road doing stuff. I mean, look at us, we're even coming to Australia. So when we have those cracks of time in between tours, we are trying to write, we are trying to do stuff. But Star Child happened very fast. We were writing, and we were like, we don't have time to write an album. So we were like, let's just release something. So we put out what we were currently writing as an EP. And then because we were touring so much with these songs, the songs changed a little bit, like the way I sing it. So we kind of wanted to just, I don't know, show a different side of this. And yeah, that's why the Unraveled EP is the acoustic was that it was just us trying to reimagine what already exists before we introduce the new era, which is coming up very soon. Because we're writing and we're gonna record an album. We're recording after we come back from Australia. So and
Oh, you've got
doing
that.
and leaving. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. Because I think I'm about to say the same thing, because then you head off to Europe in May, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We go with Movements, which is our first time in Europe. That's what I mean. Like, I kind of forgot about that till you brought it up. Like, but every time we leave and we go somewhere, even in America, we come back with a new insight, a new, I guess, new inspiration, and we just address new music that way. And so when we go to Australia, I know it's gonna do something to us, and we're gonna come back and probably be influenced by it and make some more music.
Oh, let's hope so. Talking of influence, nice segue to my next question. You should do this more often. What are your biggest influences? Because it's everywhere. It was all over your Twitter. Even when I searched on Google to find stuff, you have a bit of a crush and influence on Hayley Williams. Does she know this
Okay.
yet?
Oh man. Okay. So I've loved Paramore forever. I've loved Paramore since I was like, I think 9 years old. Just crazy. The
Mm.
first concert I ever went to was Paramore opening up for Jimmy Eat World in 2008. And when I saw them, it like I was like, I could do that too, right? Like crazy. Um, so since then I've seen I sound crazy, but I've seen Paramore like 20 times live. Been on their cruises and everything. So when Sweet Pill started, um, I made it a point. I was like, my goal with this band is to just, I don't know, one day share the stage with Paramore or Haley or something, right? And that was like me, like younger me. And now since going through it and being a touring artist and being a musician, I have like a way different admiration for what Haley does, what Paramore does. It's a job. It's kind of unreal the kind of person you have to be able to stand up in front of thousands of people no matter what you're going through and to deliver the way that she does, the way that the band does. It's a lot, and to tour it and to be on the road, that life is crazy, and to have attention on you, that life is crazy. So I have a new admiration that the young fangirl will never understand, but as an adult I get it. um but I recently, maybe 2 years ago, or we Haley had a podcast on BBC called Everything is Emo, and she shared our song High Hopes on it. And not only did she share it, she talked about the album thoroughly. And she said it was a classic album. She loved the album cover. She's just said the coolest stuff that I never in a million years thought I would hear. And it just goes to show the world that we live in, that if you put your mind to something, you never know what the outcome will be. And I recently went to her hair salon in Nashville we had a friend that worked there, and I just wanted to check it out. And I was like, I want to do a hair appointment for my birthday. I was going to treat myself. Um, and she was there on none of us, like, that was the last thing I thought was going to happen. She was there. I was staying in my lane because I know what it's like to just kind of be approached. But we were just there, and she peered over and she was like, hey, are you guys a band? And we were like, she's like, are you guys Sweet Pill? And I was like, oh my god. Did we just get recognized by Hayley Williams?
In a
So,
hairdresser.
oh my god, I know I sound like I'm not a crazy fan, I swear. I mean, I once was, but like I said, I started doing it. I started understanding what that life is like, and it's just a mad respect for anyone that does this. It's hard
Mm.
work. It's a lot. But yeah, you never know what, if you don't try, you never know what can happen.
Correct.
12-year-old me would have never thought I would ever say these words.
And that can be, and that's your validation that you're on the right path. That the dream you had as a 9-year-old, that's your validation. So you can look at it
Aw,
that way. I
so
will,
cool.
so I'm not sure how much time we got left, but I will ask one last question, which is
Yeah.
obviously no one in Australia would have seen Sweet Pill before. Okay. Well, actually, that's not true. Somebody could have gone to America to see us, but presuming most people haven't seen Sweet Pill before, um, how would you describe your show?
Oh man. I would describe a Sweet Pill show as like a bouncy ball. Like you just took a rubber bouncy ball and you are in a room and you just pegged it on the ground and it went. That's how I would describe a Sweet Pill show. Because that's at least for me, I drink a whole can of Red Bull before we go on, and I'm having a great time. That the point of Sweet Pill is for everyone to just have a good time,
Yeah.
because the world is not that great So if you can jump along, be yourself, and feel something, whatever it is, together, then that's it. That's the point.
Beautiful, beautiful answer. Well, on that, because I know you've probably got more interviews to do, so I will let you go. Have a fantastic time when you're over here in Australia. Don't
Yeah,
do
very
a
excited.
shoey. Don't do a shoey. Don't.
Oh, I won't do a shoey. I won't do a shoey.
And I'll
Thank
put
you,
you back
Ian.
to Tiana. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you, Ian. Have a great morning. It's night here.
Have a good night. Take care. Thanks,
Yeah.
Tiana.